Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you very much. Halswell-Hornby-Riccarton Community Board.
Good morning, Leanne and councillors.
Yeah, what's your theme song?
Sorry?
Oh.
Bridge over troubled waters.
Bridge over troubled waters.
That was actually really good.
Sorry, no, that's the quote of the day. That's brilliant. Well done.
What's the prize?
You get 10 minutes starting now.
Don't talk about food in our community board. It's a bit of a touchy subject at present.
Don't mention the war. Yeah.
Anyway, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our community board report, and just like to mention that Gary is going to, this is the last time he'll be accompanying me to this table. So we're sad to see you go, Gary, but thank you for everything that you've done for us and your time with our community board. You've been a great rock for us. So just appreciate that and wish you all the best for your new job.
Thank you.
And hope we get a replacement for you very shortly. Somebody that will slot into that job with no problems at all. I'm sure you'll find somebody out there. Thank you. We've got no Part A's. And we've got, are we ready to go?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so we've Denton Park, Kyle Park underpass. We've got, we've had students from the university come in and paint one side of the underpass, and the Hornby High School students are going to graffiti proof that. And we've also been informed that the students from the university are going to do the other side as well, so that's going to transform that. And Gary, the tagging of the toilet in Kyle Park was fixed when I came home yesterday, so that's how quick that got sorted. So I was frightened to go down the underpass when I seen the tagging over the toilet block, but I'm sure it's safe. So another project that we've got is the free little library boxes in in Riccarton. So that's another job that the university students have been involved in. Sorry, putting that together.
Just while Mike's getting his voice back, these are the students from Billy O'Steen's course, 30 locals and 30 overseas students who've been working with the community on local projects doing brilliant.
Sorry? I think so. Yep. You don't want me to sing though, do you? And we've had walking festival event, and the Pukeko stomp, which is it's not the first time we've had a Pukeko stomp around the Halswell Quarry area, but it's something that's that gets people out and active and having fun, as you can see. So that's something that we're really, really pleased to, and other community boards as well, we're really pleased to see that. Halswell Quarry Heritage events, complemented by the Halswell Lions Heritage Halswell display in the single men's quarters. There's a lot of heritage in the Halswell Quarry zone, and it's just, and one of our council rangers, John Moore, he's retired now, isn't he? But he's got a collection of all sorts of equipment and tools that were used in the quarry when it was going, and of course that's where the quarry stone came from to build a lot of our heritage buildings in Christchurch, Otatahi, from there. And that quarry was actually discovered by, or rediscovered by the Dean's family when when they had to trek over to Akaroa to post their mail. And so that's and Quarryman's Trail, of course, it comes from there as well. So that's something in the Star organisation is the Halswell Residents Association, and they're supported by our community board in their journey to the stage where we've got a monument to the air crash that I'll talk about shortly in more detail. But that was 65 years ago where that terrible crash happened, and it was here, thanks Gary, that 1953, the loss of 7 RNZAF servicemen remains the most loss of Defence Force lives on New Zealand soil that day, and to have family and other associates there at that ceremony was really, really good. And I'd just like to mention especially Ron Fensom for his journey on this, along with the Halswell Residents Association and our community board, to actually get that stone in place. And the streets, the names of the streets in that area where the memorial is, are the names of the 7 airmen that lost their lives in that on that day. At the ceremony, there was a person standing beside me that was looking a little bit upset, an elderly gentleman, and he was a close associate. He was actually supposed to be on that plane that day. He lost 3 of his really, really good colleagues that day, and he was a bugler as well. He played the last post at the services for those airmen. So it was a really, really moving day. And then we went back to the Air Force Museum for a bit of an aftermatch function. So that was very significant. And moving on now to more positive things, but that is positive, is the Riccarton Community Fun Day, which is an annual event in Harrington Park. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there because it was Labour weekend and I was away, but the feedback that I've got has been very, 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 very positive. So it's just one of those things that if you get the opportunity, everybody, to come to Harrington Park and take part in that Riccarton Fun Day, it's really good. And you'll see there that's been restored as the one of the bulldozers that was actually used down in the Antarctic was presented to and put in place at Harrington Park, and the community got together and restored that bulldozer. So it's really, really, it's an icon of Harrington Park as the big yellow bulldozer. It's a caterpillar, Jamie. Oh, and the toilet, yeah, the new toilet in Harrington Park, and as you can see, it's only just been constructed, and it's being painted and now by the community. So that's another really positive event. So that's just about us. But just popping back to the commemoration of that event, I'd just also like to acknowledge the work that Carla Gumby done. Actually working with the community on that project was absolutely outstanding, and got there real smoothly. So thanks to Carla for that.
Very good. Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'll do the resolution at the end. And Gary, thank you for your service too. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Move now or
No.
after?
Well, if people are going to debate it, then I'd rather just happy to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Moved. Seconded. Vicky. Put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried.
Thank you.
Do people feel the same way about the Fendleton one? Moved by Raf, seconded by Aaron. Put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. We'll come back to the other one at the end. Coastal Burwood, remove that? Yeah. Yep. Right, thank you.